I'm going to bring on a woman who had a really a wonderful experience. Her first email scared me a little bit. She asked for an emergency call, but I'm going to bring on Sally, and we're going to hear her story a little bit because I like to bring on people who, again, I don't want you to just hear it from me. I want you to hear it from people that I have been working with. And she'll be coming on in a second. Sally, thank you for getting on with us.
Thank you.
This was a very unique call, I have to say, that I got a message from you. Would you mind telling people about that message and what you were feeling and what brought you to really want to learn about the lymphatic system?
Well, it's been something within me. I guess I've been very, very sick, completely bedridden for the past 4 years. I'm just now getting up and about a little bit better. But as of 12 years ago, I was diagnosed with Lyme and Lupus and rheumatoid arthritis and Sjogren's syndrome, and just got progressively worse. And in the beginning, my primary doctor sent me to, did an ANA on my blood work and then found out it was elevated. So then she sent me to a rheumatologist. The rheumatologist put me on methotrexate and prednisone immediately, 70 milligrams of prednisone a day. And I stayed on that for 6 months. And after the 6 months, I noticed that I was just bloated and just totally inflamed like a frog. I'd gained 35 pounds. And so I told him that I was not feeling any better. I was very, very ill. And he told me that I needed to realize that I had an incurable disease and all he could do was give me quality of life. Well, as of that point, I shuffled as best I could out of there. And I told my son, I am going to find another way because this is not gonna save my life. So that started my journey with alternative care and holistic doctors everywhere. At one point, the liver enzymes were up to 2200s. And so I was facing a liver transplant, ended up in New Mexico doing IVs with alpha lipoic acid. That brought it down to around the 700s. And if everybody is not familiar, the normal range is between 51 and 131 on enzymes for your liver. So I was very, very inflamed and still seeing holistic doctors doing all these treatments that I could, if I was told about something, I'd fly and get the treatment done, putting in all sorts of supplements. In fact, in my kitchen, there's not a place for dishes. It's all full of supplements everywhere. So as of late, I found a clinic in Mexico that I've been seeing, and they have a treatment that's from Germany, and it's all natural, and they're injections. Well, I was getting better, John, but the tinnitus was really, really, really bad. Every day it was worse and worse, where I could hear a whistling in my head, and I was not sleeping at all for about a month. It got really, really bad. That Friday that I called, I guess it's a week ago, this past Friday, it was my grandson's graduation. And I had not slept. I was going out of my mind. And you had come up, your post had come up twice on my Facebook. And so I'd seen it, but I'd say, well, no, I know there's something going on with my lymph glands because I felt like something was about to explode in my body. And especially when I showered in places where the lymph glands are now that I know from listening to you, I would have this residue coming out. And after I would shower, and it was just there and it was just there. And I'd say, what is this that I can't get rid of? So after the second time that I heard you on that Friday, that it just came up on my Facebook feed, something told me, call him or send him a message. And it said, say 911. So I sent the message and it was true. John, I couldn't have gone one more day like I was. And so I said, here goes. I sent the message to you and Eileen responded. And I just can't tell you, I felt like it was exactly what I needed. to hear from her, and that you would know. I hadn't even met you yet, but she said that you would be able to do a session, which you did. You
Well,
called me.
I want to back up a minute. Now, we had done a call. You had said a 911 emergency call. I texted you just to get back to you and said I could do a quick Zoom. I'm just getting off between some clients. I could do a quick Zoom.
Yes.
In telling me what was going on with you, you got emotional during the
Yes.
call. And I said,
Yes.
listen, I'm a medical intuitive. I'm just going to hold your chest for 2 or 3 minutes. And while we talked, I held your chest. And you actually felt, you said, something going on in your head. And then after that, you decided, okay, I'm going to do this. And you bought some sessions, and then you even bought the course. So go on with what you were feeling, with some of the things that you were feeling.
Well, as you were working on me, and I was just lying there, I could feel the warmth in the areas where you were saying that you were, and I'm in between that I'm relaxing and I'm feeling this, and I'm just saying, wow, 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 wow. But the tinnitus was the worst, because felt like I was just gonna go crazy because of that. But my ear started releasing, it started popping when you did that first session.
Yes, and just a few minutes.
Just a few minutes, yes, just a few minutes. And then I went after, well, right after you were done, I was really relaxed. But when you started working, because I mean, the major problem is in my knees that I can't walk, right? But I could feel the gurgling. Well, especially in my abdomen, I could feel gurgling.
Movement.
Abdomen, yeah. And so after that, after you were done, then I just felt really, really, really relaxed, right? And so I got up, I guess after an hour, and I got up and showered and got dressed and was able to go to my grandson's graduation, as you saw, because I didn't think I was going to be able to make it at all. And he's my oldest grandson, first one to graduate from high school. So I couldn't see how I couldn't make it, but it was going to be a huge challenge, but I made it.
I was glad when I saw you. I saw your picture there, so I was very glad that you were able to go.
Yes. And then I booked you for the next day.
And how was that call the next day? That was a longer session. We did 45 minutes.
It was amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I felt like you hit every single area that I had a problem with, and especially in the under the underarms, when you did this area with the clavicles right here, it just did something in my head where it kept releasing from the back of my neck. It felt like something was flowing completely from my body. And I had hydrated like you had asked the day before. So I felt, like things were flowing. And I thought it was because I had drank so much water, but after the session, I was out of it. I stayed asleep. It was the best nap that I have had in I don't know how long. I stayed in bed. Of course, I'm always in bed, but not sleeping, and was able to relax. And I slept that night, all through the night. And it's just been better and better and better. And every single thing that you said, especially the shoulder shuffle, it's not even something like I couldn't move. And my hands, it's hard for me because I've got the joints that hurt. And in my shoulders, I had the bursitis also last week. That's gone, not completely, but it's gone away.
Reduced.
Yes, everything, it's like it's loosening up. But I knew, John, the thing of it is that I have found amazing treatments, especially this one from Monterrey. But the flip side, or the other 50% of the equation, is that I need, as much as I'm putting stuff in, even though it's all supplements and all natural, I needed to get it out. I needed huge help to get it out. And so now I feel like it's 100%. I'm 100%. You came in to complete that equation for me. That's
It
where
is
I'm.
it's missing science, right? Don't you feel now that you've understood a little more, and that's why you even joined the course? I mean, within a couple of days, you did sessions, you did the course, because you see that and what's happening to you. I mean, you just feel different, and it's not just all positive, right? Because we're cleaning a little bit, you feel a little achy, but as long as we teach you
Oh,
about that, you'll feel better.
but the achiness is what I know, because I'm very familiar now with the healing crisis. But it's not that that painful waking up in the morning or through the night where I can't move because of the pain in the joints. And that was my life, because of the inflammation in the knees and in the ankles, in the shoulders and my wrists, and the back of my neck. And now, yes, I feel a little achy, but I feel like it's my body working to get everything out.
And you feel a little looser, right? Because before, even though you're slim, you were a 5-pound bag with a lot of excess fluid and waste, which makes you stiff. You can't move.
Yeah.
Now we've helped reduce that in just a couple of sessions. And now you're going to learn how to do it, and you're going to, be able to manage your health, and, you're going to do much better. I really love your excitement. I really do. And the positive results you're getting. It's so wonderful.
I'm just so happy. And it really is just, it's miraculous how you came on my feed, and it was what I was needing. And when you said I'm a medical intuitive, I was right on it. I said, oh, this is it. I can't go to Phoenix. I can't be there, but he's coming to me, the mountain's coming to Muhammad. And I said, this is exactly what I need. It was so, I mean, I'm very spiritual, and I believe, this was all by divine appointment. And I'm so thankful to you and Eileen. And especially, she replied to me immediately when I sent that 911 message. Thank you so much. And
do you have any advice for people who may be sitting on the fence, who are like, oh, he can't do this or that course? I'm not going to learn anything in the course. Do you think the lymphatic system is something that's important?
It makes all the sense in the world, like you say. Everything, there's toxins. I mean, and every single one of our organs is filtering out something. I mean, I've lost my appendix through this. I lost my gallbladder through this. My liver, I was already facing a liver transplant. It was like, I felt like I was driving down the highway and losing parts in my rear view mirror, out of my vehicle. And I said, what else is next? What, my tank, what else am I going to lose through this? And I knew it was because of all the stuff that I was putting in. And I knew my system, my digestive system, was completely, misfunctioning completely. Whereas I had all the supplements that would come in to help, but physically, I needed help. I needed the physical portion factor to it.
Right. And sometimes when our lymphatic system is stuck, it's stuck and it can't complete circulation. So you're not bringing nutrients as well to the cells. You're not getting rid of their waste. And, so activating it makes a big difference. And I really can't wait to see how much better you get. I mean, really, in just a few days, you've done so much better.
What, it's been a week, maybe? Has it been a week? I don't even know. I've lost track of time. But John, I knew, by intuition, and as badly as I felt, because through this, I'm going to tell you, there were days that I didn't think I was going to wake up from how badly I felt. I really was surprised to open up my eyes and know that I was still here. But just when I figured it out that there was stuff inside my body, I just knew to touch. I was just touching myself, but I didn't know what to do. I would just touch myself where I thought stuff was.
Right.
And do what I could. But now that you put it in such a method that it is helping, and especially you doing it for me in the beginning, was it was just so beautiful. It was just what I needed right at the perfect time.
Well, there are no coincidences, right? So we have to be open for that. So if I come across your newsfeed, anybody else, or if you've been watching me a few times, don't wait. I have people who wait 5 years, 6 years, 10 years to contact me. Don't wait. We can help you now. All right, Sally, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And we'll be talking soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you and Eileen.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So I mean, it was really remarkable. Well, I mean, she sent us a thing saying emergency, I need an emergency call. And she felt like she wasn't going to make it. I know there are many of you who are, and we deal with many people like that. That's what I got known for, is people who were not getting results, who were struggling, doing everything they could, but not getting the results. And you will definitely see a difference in your health if you decide to, again, work with us. She made a quick decision. She was like, boom, boom, boom. Some people take a little bit longer, but we understand real science that's missed in medicine, and we know it can make a big difference in your health. So I've been doing this for over 28 years, 26 years in a physical office. I have a lot of experience working with the worst of the worst: fourth stage cancer, neurologic Lyme, severe Lyme disease, pain, fibromyalgia, really the whole realm. And I decided, because I was also working as an intuitive, I learned early on that I could sense lymph flow in people. And then after a few years, I realized that I was working with it. And I do the exact same session called Lymphpractic that I used to do in my office, that I do remotely. I get people on the phone. I tell them the first thing is, listen, I want to just look at you intuitively. Don't tell me what's wrong with you. I look at their body. Some things pop out. 3D, those are their worst areas. And then I can sort of search their body and see what's flowing and what's not flowing. And most of the times when I tell people, okay, this is what I see, they go, well, those are my problems. I mean, pretty much every time, because I can sense where you have a backup of the lymphatic system. And that's where we tend to have our problems. Not only can I sense these things, I then tell you, I ask you where you may need some help, but most people say, you got it. And then I just say, okay, lie down, get comfortable, and I start working on you. I say, you have my massage table. I have you face up. I have a blanket on you. I have my left hand underneath your neck and shoulders. I'm on your right side on a stool, and I have my right hand on your chest. And then I drain your eyes. I drain your body. I really do a full lymphatic session, and it's remarkable. So sometimes we're just stuck. If you've had a fall, you've had a few viruses, you've had a lot of stress, and opening it up can begin the healing process. Otherwise, remember, one little vessel on either side of our neck. So, I hope there are some of you out there who have really been struggling, who are putting a lot of time and learning and spending money on your health, but you've got to incorporate the lymphatic system. It's very, 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 very important. And the shortest way to do it is with us.